Hello amazing people, and welcome back to Miriam's Daily Wisdom. So if you're pregnant and it's your first time experience and you don't know anything about labor and delivery, please sit down. This video is for you. I want to tell you some of the things we are not told when we are pregnant. Some of the things our African moms don't explain to us in details. Some of those things that when you enter the labor room, you begin to scream, Jesus, Jesus, help me, Jesus, help me. Here I am, I want to break it down for you. Some of the things you should expect before you enter the labor room. Some of the things that you should expect after you give birth to your baby. So you can even get your pen and paper and jot them down. Because our African moms, out of the love they have for us, they keep on telling us, labor is not painful. Labor is easy. God is going to carry you, dear. My dear, it doesn't matter. It is God. Yes, it's God. But I want to tell you some of the things you should expect on that day when baby is finally ready to come out. So number one, you should really know, you should really prepare your mind that labor is really, really painful. Yes, labor is really, really painful. I can't even describe the pain. You know, when I was pregnant with my first child, I wasn't really taught into details because our African moms, like my mom would always tell you, it's well, God will help you. Oh, there is nothing there. There is nothing in labor. God is going to help you. God will help you push your baby. It is fine with you. So that was the mentality I had until that day when I entered labor. Until that day when labor started, man, it was not easy. The pain I experienced, I've never experienced it before. It's like you're between heaven and hell. Heaven is dragging you, hell is dragging you, heaven is dragging you, hell is dragging you. The pain is indescribable. It's as if they are using saw, machete, fire, hot water on your waist, on your abdomen. It's uncomfortable. The pain is real. The pain is out of this world. But like our African moms say, it's God that takes us in there and brings us back. So one thing you should expect is that labor is really, really painful. The pain is extraordinary. It's out of this world. But at the end of the day, by the grace of God, we normally go in there and we carry our baby out. So on the day I went into labor with my first child, based on what my mom told me that, oh, God is going to take over. God is going to take care of you. Everything will be fine. I entered there with the mentality that labor is not that bad. I entered into the labor room with the mentality and the mindset that labor, I can handle labor. It started like normal menstrual cramps, like little pains around my abdomen and around my waist. And it will come and go. It will come and go, it will come and go. And I was thinking, to myself, okay, if this is what labor is all about, I can do it. It's nothing. It's not a big deal. I can do it. It was later in the night, deep in the night, when the pain set in, when the pain really hit me, when the real pain of labor hit me, that I realized that, oh my God, I should have been told. Oh my God, I should have been told that labor is really painful. The pain I can't describe. The pain is something that no woman can really describe. Everyone will describe it in their own way. It's something that is indescribable. It's really, really painful. Like it comes in the abdomen, it comes in the back. It comes in the abdomen, it comes in the back. It's as if a combination of hot water being poured on your waist, a combination of a hot knife, a combination of all the pain you have ever experienced in your life. So labor is very, very painful. So it's really, really painful. And another thing is that you have to dilate. You have to dilate from 1 centimeter to 10 centimeter. And it's this dilation that brings about the pain. So when you're at 1 centimeter, it's very normal, it's manageable. When you get to 2, it's manageable. For me, when you get to 3, it's manageable. 4, it starts getting intense. 5, 6, till 10. And that is when your cervix is opening to make way for the baby to come out. So labor is really, really painful. Bear that, have that in mind. If you're a first timer, if it's your first time getting pregnant, have it in your mind and know that labor and delivery is painful. If your mom is like my mom that always believes in God, which we do, we are the children of God, we believe in God, we know that God is the one that will help us push out our baby. If you've been told that, oh, it's nothing, it's normal, it's not normal, it's very, very abnormal. You're going to scream, you're going to shout, you're going to be uncomfortable, you're going to want to even bite the person that is holding you. You may even beat the person that is holding you, you will misbehave. You will misbehave whilst you're in labor. That is a normal thing. That is how God created it. So please get your mind ready that delivery and labor is very, very painful. And you have to get your mind ready for it, that when the pain hits you, if I was told that it's painful, I would have controlled myself a little bit more, but I wasn't told. I thought it's okay, it's something that I can do. But then it's painful. Okay, get your mind ready so that when the time comes, you will know what to expect. Another thing you're not told about labor and delivery is that you poo during delivery. Yes, you may pass out too. You may poo-poo whilst you're delivering, because when pushing out a baby, the pressure is too much. The pressure is really much. When you're ready to push out your baby, when you're fully dilated, when you're at 10 centimeters dilated, you will feel like pushing, you will feel like going to toilet, you will feel like pooing. And in the course of pushing, we poo-poo, we poop. Africans, we say we poo-poo. Yes, you will poo-poo. And the midwives, God bless every midwife out there. They are the most beautiful souls I've ever seen, most of them. Whilst you're pooping, they are cleaning it out and making sure that they focus on bringing your baby out. So you will poop. And this kind of poop is not the normal poop you normally do. This one is as if you're pooping, it's as if you're going to poop out a very big stone. It's as if you're coming to poop out a very big object, big something. Very big something. You find yourself pushing, you actually push. When I was having my first baby in my own time, after all the pain and all the being uncomfortable, the next stage was me screaming, I will poo-poo, I want to poo-poo, I want to go to toilet, I will go to toilet. That thing is not toilet, it's your baby's head. It's your baby's head that wants to come out. And when you're taken to the labor room, when you're put on the bed for you to deliver your baby, you are actually going to push like no man's business. So that is one thing you should also expect. You're going to really push very hard. And it's going to be as if you're going to push out a stone, a big, I don't know how to describe it. That is the feeling. You're going to really push hard. You will push hard, and in the course of pushing, you will poo-poo. You will pass out poop. You will pass out to you poo-poo. You will poo-poo. So let that be in your mind. Because during labor, when you're in labor, there is no shyness there. There is nothing like shyness. You don't feel shy anymore. You just want that baby out of you. So even when you poo-poo, it's not your business. You don't care. But I'm trying to say, God bless every midwife out there. They are amazing. They are loving. They are a blessing to every woman that is pregnant. And I pray for every woman that is pregnant and about to deliver, you find yourself in the hands or in the arms of a lovely midwife that will pamper you and help you deliver your baby peacefully, safe, and sound. Okay? Another thing you're not told is that you're going to have an episiotomy. Episiotomy, if your vaginal opening, if your vagina is very small, you're going to have an episiotomy, which I got. I got an episiotomy, and that was the most, whenever I remember that day, I start laughing again, because I remember myself screaming, telling my mom outside the labor ward, praying, and you know moms, the way they pray. My husband was at the other side praying. I remember when they cut me, I started screaming, Mommy, 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 they have cut me, oh, they have cut me, they have cut me. And my mom was like, allow them, let them do what they are supposed to do. They are helping you. So if your vagina is very small, on the day of delivery, you are going to get an episiotomy. So get your mind. Episiotomy is a moment where the midwives get, what do you call it? A surgical blade. They get a surgical blade, and then because you're stressed and your baby is stressed and your vaginal opening is very small, they use that surgical blade and give you a cut. They give you a cut until, woo! I feel the pain I felt. I just remembered it and I'm triggered. Like, it's not easy. They cut you open. And when they feel like the opening is okay for the baby's head to come out, they now ask you to push in that pain. So you have to push with that cut they gave you for your baby to come out, to save the life of your baby. So yes, you will have an episiotomy. You'll be given a cut if your vaginal opening is very small. But if you're lucky and your vaginal opening is not too small, you may be able to push and stretch it out and the baby will come out normally. But I'm talking based on what I experienced. I got an episiotomy and many women get it. Many women get it. So get your mind prepared for it. If you don't want the episiotomy, start praying and telling God to help you so that the thing will tear on its own. The thing will tear on its own and your baby will come. Even if you don't get an episiotomy, you're going to get a cut. You're going to push and cut yourself by yourself. Did you hear my English? You're going to push and cut yourself by yourself. You're going to cut your own self through pushing, through exerting of pressure. So even if the midwife doesn't give you an episiotomy with the surgical blade, you are going to, by your own self, put pressure there through your pushing, and there will be a cut that will happen to you for the baby to come out. And some women, even on their first time of delivery, are very lucky. They do not get any cuts. The baby just slides out. And wow, those women that get it that way, that don't get an episiotomy and they don't get any cuts, they are very lucky. God really, really created them special, because that episiotomy is not really easy. It's very, very painful, and it's very painful, especially the healing process is very, 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 very painful. And it doesn't end there with the episiotomy. After you're given a cut or you cut yourself through the pressure you exerted in pushing out your baby, they are going to have to sew you up. Yes, you see how I'm doing my hand? They are going to have to, sew you up. They are going to have to sew you up, because when I was given an episiotomy, they had to give me injections in my vaginal area to numb that side so that they can be able to start sewing me up. So if you were given an episiotomy, or if you exerted pressure down there and naturally gave yourself a cut, you have to be sewn up. They are going to have to sew you to help with the healing process. So all these, I'm not saying this, I'm not making this video to scare anybody. I'm making this video to prepare the minds of ladies here in Africa who are not really educated on delivery and labor. Many people do not know these things. So I'm trying to help out. I'm not trying to put fear in you as a woman that is about to go into delivery. Let me tell you, I'm trying to educate you so that you can get your mind prepared. If I was told all these things, I wouldn't be really, really worried. I would have gone in there prepared with all this information. So I'm trying to help somebody else out there that doesn't know what to expect in the labor room or in the labor ward. After you get the cut, you'll be sewn up. They are going to stitch you up so that you can heal really fast, so that infections are not going to attack you so much. So expect that if you have an episiotomy or you cut yourself naturally whilst exerting pressure to push out your baby, expect to be sewn or to be stitched up, okay? You'll be stitched. You will be stitched up, and it's not the most pleasant experience. But hey, for you to bring a bundle of joy into this world, these are the sacrifices moms make. These are the sacrifices women make to bring a life, to bring another life into this world. That is why every husband should value their wife, and that is why every child, if you have a mom, if your mom is still alive, come on, you have to value your mother. You have to respect your mother, because let me tell you, it's not easy. Things get crazy in the labor ward, and it's not easy. When I'm talking about this tearing naturally, I tore naturally when I had my second child. I tore naturally when I had my second child because the midwife wanted to give me another cut again during my second child. And I told her, no, I don't want to be cut. I don't want you to cut me. I will push hard. I saw myself begging her, please, 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 please don't cut me. I will push, I will push, I will push. And once I exerted pressure, that first episiotomy, the first stitches that had healed, opened up again for my second child to come out. So that is what happens. These are the things that goes down in the labor room. So when you watch these things, prepare your mind. It's not about fear. There is nothing to fear. It's just for you to prepare yourself and prepare your mind for the needful. Okay. After giving birth, another thing new moms do not know is that it's very difficult to pass stool. It's very difficult to poo-poo when you have a new baby, especially the first time. My first time, it took me a week. It took me a week for me to be able to poo-poo. It took me a week for me to pass stool because with the sewing, with the stitches I had in my vagina, whenever I went to the toilet to pass, I was feeling pressure. I had the pressure. I was feeling the pressure to go to toilet. But then when I went there, because of the pain I was experiencing in my vagina, I was not able to push anything. Like, I was numb down there. Like, I didn't want to do it. I was just packing it. I didn't want to do it because, whoo, the pain is real. But then it will be difficult for you as a first-time mom to pass stool. And the first time you're going to do it, you're going to pass a very dark something, very dark black something that will scare you, even the mother. You're going to pass a very black stool, and from then you can easily pass stool. It's very, very uncomfortable. My third child, or from my fourth child to my fifth child that I had ease. Like the next day I was able to pass stool. But the first and second and third, I didn't find it easy. I had to stay for a week before I passed stool. So please, if you're a first timer, if it's your first time pregnant and your time is approaching, please take notes. All these things are what you will experience before and after you have your baby, on the labor and delivery day and after delivery. Okay? One thing you are not told, another thing you are not told is that after having that baby, to urinate is hell. It's very, very painful for you to urinate. For you to urinate, the urinate you have been urinating whilst pregnant. Whilst you were pregnant, you'll be urinating every second you're urinating. After having a baby, once you try to urinate, the pain that will hit you is very, very out of this world. I remember screaming every time I give birth and I'm urinating. I literally scream. I scream for Jesus, for God, for the angels to come and help me. If my husband is around, I scream for him to come and hold my hand before I'm able to wee-wee. Because, man, I don't know for other women, but this is the experience I have. I don't know for other women that have given birth, but I have this experience every time. To wee-wee becomes a problem for me because, whoo, I have pain. And when that wee-wee touches any cut, when the wee-wee, you know wee-wee contains salt. You know urine contains salt. When it touches anywhere that you had a cut, in your vaginal area, in your rectal area, baby, you're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to scream like crazy. It's very painful. So you feel uncomfortable urinating for the first time after having a baby. And sometimes whilst you're urinating, blood will follow. Blood will keep flowing out because you just had a baby. You just had a baby. So these are things you should expect. These are things you should expect. And another one is that you're going to breastfeed. These things people don't tell you. People you don't know, you may not know. You may not know you're going to have to breastfeed your baby. You're going to have to breastfeed your baby. You will breastfeed and you have to learn the proper way of breastfeeding your baby. You will have to learn the proper way of breastfeeding your baby. Else, you're going to have a serious wound on your nipples, which will make your breastfeeding experience horrible. So I hope I educated a first-timer pregnant woman. I hope I educated you. All these things is not to put fear in your heart. I know what I went through when I had my first child. I wasn't really prepared. No one really tells you. No one really educates you. Our moms are the most loving people. They will tell you. They don't want to scare you. Our moms don't want to scare you. They will tell you, it's well, God will take you there. God will bring you out. Everything will be okay, which is very true. But all these things I have said here, all these things I have listed here in this video is true, very, very true. I passed through all of them, and that is why I had to tell you this. And to add another thing, if your labor is not going well, you may receive a hot drip to help your baby come out very hard. It's either they give it to you through a drip or they insert a tablet into your vagina to help you dilate. All these things are things that you should get your mind prepared for. Because when you are prepared, you will not be taken unaware. I was taken unaware. So I don't want any first-timer mom to be taken unaware on labor and delivery day. And I pray for all the first-timer moms, first-timer pregnant ladies. I pray for you that as God strengthened you through your pregnancy, as God took you through your pregnancy, on that day when you're going to enter the labor ward, let the Spirit of God, let the angels of God, let the power of God go with you and help you push your baby out, and may you and your baby be alive and come home and rejoice. In Jesus' name, amen. That is my prayer. Do not be afraid. You're going to get through it. I did it 5 times. And God saw me through. So I pray for you, and I know God is going to see you through. But please, first of all, have this in your mind. Have this up there, that labor and delivery is not easy. It's not what you expect it to be. Everyone's experience is different. And if you watch this video till this time, please, you can also add your experience in the comment section down below, okay? If you're a mom and you're watching this video, please add your own experience in the comment section down below. Let's interact. Tell me how your own experience was, and also educate the other people that have not given birth, that are pregnant and preparing to have their baby. Please help them so that they will thank you later. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? We have amazing content here on Miriam's Daily Wisdom Nuggets. Please subscribe, hit the bell icon beside it to stay notified each and every time I upload a new video. And I want to say bye for now. I love you so much. Stay blessed.